If you're listening right now to the Little House 50th Anniversary podcast, we know something about you. We know that you're obsessed with Little House on the Prairie.
For more than half a century, Little House on the Prairie, the series and the books have been bright lights for people all over the world who seek out goodness, decency, and human connection.
Here on the Little House 50th Anniversary podcast, we celebrate everything that made Little House so special.
The stories, the characters, the actors, and the messages that have made Little House iconic family television.
And a perfect counterpoint to a world that feels like it's going off the rails every day.
Where is Michael Landon when we need him most? I'm your host, Pamela Bob.
And I'm your prairie bitch, Alison Arngrim.
And I'm Dean Butler.
Our hashtag imaginary boyfriend. Join us for our loving, quirky, and often irreverent conversations about the finest family drama in the history of television.
And the imperfect people who made it that way.
Presented by our devoted patrons, and visit simivalley.com.
Say, you were going to say something. Hi, we're recording. Hello, everybody. I cut. Well, Dean was going to say something, but we got.
No. You go ahead.
Recorded
Let's start
upon.
this.
All right, we're going to start.
Yeah,
Hi, bonnet heads. Can you tell we're a little loopy? We're a little tired. Hi, I'm Pamela Bob, your host and creator and star of Living on a Prairie. And I am here, as always, with our prairie bitch. That's right, Alison Arngrim. Ooh, with the iconic peppermint stick. Scary, yet hilarious. And also our hashtag imaginary boyfriend, Dean. Dean, the man machine, Butler. How are you?
Absolutely fried.
I know, we're so loopy right now.
Fried. I think this weekend, we're dropping this. I can't believe we're recording this. So it's 3 days after our holiday event.
Yes.
We're recording this. It drops tomorrow. Tony Snow, thank you so much for sweet. Tony, sweet snow, sweet snow, sweet.
Sweet snow.
Tony,
it's snow in New York.
Sweet snow. It's snowy. That's right. That's why I did it. Tony, thank you for dropping this tomorrow for everybody a week before Christmas. So thank you. So anyway, it was a great weekend in Southern California. You were awesome, Pamela.
Thank you.
You were awesome.
I would love to say that you guys were awesome too, except I never left the little church I was in. I was in my own. But let me tell you something. I was in my own. So all the interviews, all the panels that I did were in this church on the side. It was in the middle of the park, but it was right there. But I did not leave this church from morning till evening. And so I have no idea what was going on outside of those four walls. None. In fact, I saw a video that Joy and Christine made today of the event, and I was like, was there? That was there? I didn't know that was there. Like, nothing. I saw nothing except what I will say is, and my people that were in the room, hello VIPs, I feel like, because they were, the majority of these VIPs in this church were there with me for all 3 days. And I want to say like 95% of this audience were people that were there with me for all 3 days. And let me tell you something. We went through an emotional journey together. We bonded so hard. I felt so close to these people by the end of the 30 days. And not to mention Ketty Lester's amazing sermon on Sunday morning that left us all, when I say ugly crying, I mean ugly crying. Someone had to pass me tissues on the stage. We were all sniffing and blubbering. It was insanely amazing. Like I said, it was the best Hanukkah I ever had. Was her Sunday morning sermon. But it was incredible. Everyone's conversations were insanely great. The audience was insanely great. It was so much fun. You did. It was so much fun. And I'm just so appreciative to I'll wrap up talking, but I'm so appreciative of the people that were there, that were supporting me and loving it, and we just had the best time. I had the best time. What did you guys do over the weekend?
I signed a million, billion, trillion autographs. I don't know how many. It was great. We had so much. First of all, everyone was so nice, and everyone comes up to the table and goes, "I was at Simi in the March thing. It was great, but there were 18,000 people. I didn't get to see you. It was crazy." I go, "Well, it was like," I said, "You know, when kids in high school throw a party when their parents are out of town, and they're only going to have 50 people, but somebody puts it on Facebook and TikTok, and then suddenly there's 2,000 people jumping off the roof into the pool. That's kind of what happened to us. It just was too successful, and we had a lot of people, and then we had cuckoo events where we weren't even organized and had too many people, and so I'm thinking of making T-shirts that say "I survived the Connecticut cast reunion." I had so many people come up and go, "I was at Connecticut. I still had a good time, but wow." This is so much nicer. Everyone came up and said, "This is so
smooth,
up close and personal and intimate, and I get to see you guys, and it's so nice." And
it was smoothly run. There was no chaos. There wasn't like, "Oh no, so and so is supposed to be here at this time, but they can't because they're blah blah blah." It was, I know,
because we were closer. Because in Simi, I had to get on a golf cart and go how many football fields to get to the tent, and it was they were like, "Do you want the cart?" "Yeah, I'll walk. It's over there." It's just over there. I can go. And so I had the new Christmas ornaments that were just everybody loved those. I had all kinds of things, and it was just, and people they brought me presents. One of my
I know I got presents too.
I got presents and treats and things.
Hey, Karen from Chicago, thanks for the cookies and the ornament. I ate.
Oh my God!
I know.
So many chocolate chip cookies from Karen, Chicago.
I got a trunk of snacks.
I mean, and I'm not complaining, mind you.
No, they were
I've
delicious.
almost eaten them all.
I traveled. Oh, and Allison, your murder cheese got me held up at the airport for 20 extra minutes.
No. Oh, because you didn't put it in check. You didn't put it in check. You tried to carry
nothing was in check. Yeah, so every year Allison, as her holiday gift, gets it's a huge tub of, and it's in a can of this amazing cheese.
Really good.
And they were very suspicious of the can of cheese, and I kept saying,
"Who carries back a can of cheese?
It's just cheese." The woman just started laughing at me. I kept going, "It's just cheese. I promise."
They're gonna go. They're gonna go order some now, and
I know.
They'll all be hooked. We handed out our cheese. We got presents from
Yeah,
people.
it was great.
I went to one of the food trucks. I mean, they were feeding us. We had it all set up so all of us actors could go in a little green room and had a little lunchy thing. But I was like, I'm hitting the food truck. I got the chicken sandwich and fries, and it was great.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Really great.
I got kettle corn. Bob got a coffee from the coffee truck.
The coffee place was really good.
Coffee place was good.
Yes.
I like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
I hit the food truck, and it was epic. It was like fresh tomatoes and lettuce and chili. It was fantastic. So, our food trucks were good.
It was just a great weekend.
Everything.
It was very smooth. I know Dean was stressed out the day before and the morning before it opened. As like you do. I mean, these are big events, and you hit bumps in the road, and it's really stressed. That happened with the New York event too. That morning, we were just super stressed, and then the event happens, and it went off beautifully.
By the last day, I had toothpicks under my eyelids. It was like slamming coffee. But other than that,
I think the thing that threw me off on Friday was the fact that we had scheduled in our minds that the gates would not open until 11.
Oops.
And then, but everyone's tickets were printed that the event opened at 9. So suddenly we're not ready.
There they were.
And it's like everybody is standing there in line. People are standing there in line. It wasn't a full house yet, but it was a lot of people waiting in line to get in. And there's all this pressure to open the doors because the ticket says 9 o'clock. It shouldn't have said 9 o'clock.
Oh my gosh!
But at least I just didn't see that.
People are still putting out their photos and their ornaments and stuff.
I was up there putting up the step and repeat
because I saw them.
Exactly, it was crazy.
And I looked up and I said, "We're not really open," and they all laughed. "Oh no, we just wanted to get a good place in line."
They didn't care.
Didn't care.
Yeah, they just wanted to be in line. So
and
it's like
barreled at me when they opened it.
It was great. It was lovely.
I think it was great.
Crazy.
We can talk. I think we should certainly record for our patrons about the event.
Awesome.
Yes.
Yeah. But listen, let's get into this because we've got a really fun conversation.
Okay, everybody, coming up today.
I love this episode.
Christmas time. Yes, it is upon us. Holiday gatherings and celebrations are at the center of our thoughts. I know that is for sure. And that's also what's happening for the Ingalls family. But first, from UB and Go, and Prairie partners, and visit Simi Valley, and of course our awesome patrons. That's right. This is the Little House of the. Okay. We are out of our minds right now. This is you guys are sleep. Oh my god. We're so loopy. Okay. Here we go. Get it together, Bob. Get it together. Here we go. Dean. What episode are we talking about today?
Yes. Oh, yes. Okay. So today, a week before Christmas, we're talking about episode 15 of season 1, Christmas on Plum Creek, which debuted auspiciously December 25th, 1974.
Good timing.
Written by Arthur Heineman and directed by William F. Claxton.
Yep, the Claxter.
It's a beauty. Allison, what's it about?
I love this episode. It's our first Christmas episode. Christmas is coming, and everyone's saying it's a time for secrets and not to ask questions, like people who peek at their presents. And we discussed this before. That Dean Butler was a peeker as a child.
Yes.
That's right.
Laura wants to buy something expensive for her mother. What she wants, as we all know, is a stove. She wants a stove for Ma because she's cooking in the fireplace.
I mean, can you imagine? My God.
So, but she has no money. So what is she going to do? Meanwhile, Mary's trying to decide what to make Pa. Carrie only has a penny. And finally, though, Mr. Olson makes her a deal, resulting in my favorite line in the entire show, in the entire 9 years, when Baby Carrie gets a star and says, "Happy birthday, baby Jesus!" Greatest Carrie moment of all time.
I
It's
literally
beautiful.
went,
Beautiful,
what?
beautiful, beautiful
After
show.
everything you said.
It's lovely. But this is the famous episode where we first meet Bunny, as in Justice for Bunny,
That's
as
right.
in that poor horse,
Justice
where
for Bunny.
Yes.
take her pony on Christmas.
It's so grinchy.
That's why I love this
So
episode.
Grinch.
And I have that beautiful green coat, which that coat disappears. That coat goes to the vortex with the guest stars who
that
never come
coat
back.
is gorgeous.
Where's my green coat? That
I
green
know,
coat
it's so
does
pretty.
it. With gorgeous coat
But
in this
that's
episode. I don't know where it went.
That's
to.
probably because this is one of the only winters.
Very few
After
winters,
this
only few
season,
winters.
it's perpetual springtime.
And it was
in Walnut
green for
Grove.
Christmas, and it's like I even ran off photos from this episode to have at our event over the weekend because they were so beautiful in Christmas.
Yeah. Yeah.
Interesting. And of course, we also see that. Now, Allison, do you have a recollection of what time of year this was actually shot?
Oh gosh, it was at least fall though. It wasn't July. That would
I
have
hope.
been
Yeah,
horrifying.
God, I hope so. Yeah, absolutely. Because you have
Hard
the
to pull.
snow,
You're
the snow
bundled up.
blankets spread around, so you
It's
get
so
little
fast.
patches. It's like the snow looks like lawns.
Yeah.
It's like it's sort of spread around. And
We had three kinds
what's
of
sort of
snow.
interesting. What's interesting about this is when you look at this in HD. Now you don't necessarily see it in watching it online, and I was watching this at Peacock.
So was I.
But when you see it on high definition now on a big screen, I'm told you can really see that we're looking at blankets and things. Yeah, just because no one imagined this kind of resolution that we've
So we
got
had-
now. So it's a very different thing.
Close foreground, they had crushed ice. They had like an
Yeah.
artificial snow.
Yeah, because it was
ski
crunchy
thing.
and everything.
So
yeah.
there was some, the crunchy stuff. There was absolutely crunchy. So that you see, like Melissa and I making snowballs. There's photos of us having a snowball fight between seats. So there's actual real
That could have hurt.
snow. Oh yeah, it was very dangerous. And of course we were like wailing on each other because we're terrible. So big pile of snow. So we had the crunchy real snow, but only for scenes where we're going to be stepping right in or touching it, going, look, snow, obviously
Right.
camera.
Right.
Then a few
Right.
feet back, they would put down sheets and use gypsum. The gypsum, the mineral, the powder that is in like drywall, which is banned and is insanely dangerous, and it's like playing in asbestos. And we had big piles of gypsum, which would get in your lungs and kill you. But back then they didn't know, so we were all basically let's play with
70s.
asbestos. So that was scary. And then way back, like if we were filming by the Mercantile, and you see there's some snow by the school. It is white bed sheets that they've just arranged over the rug. Nothing. It is
That's
a
so
bed
crazy.
sheet.
Is it literally white bed
Yeah.
sheets?
It is white sheets. It's just sheets. It's just fabric. It is not plastic. It's not any. It is a bloody bed sheet like you'd put under the Christmas tree, thrown over some rocks in the background. So it's cloth cloth with gypsum on it, and then I crushed ice. That was our snow. And then when people came into the room and snow fell on them, they came in covered in snow. The blower thing, that was these wax kind of flakes, like a shredded plastic. And that's why, like, there's some. You can see Mr. Edwards is sweating at one point, and there's snow on him. It doesn't melt. It just doesn't go anywhere. It's just there. And the famous blizzard at the little house, where you see the house is covered in snow, and it's on a sound stage with the guys. With the great. Fake snow everywhere. It was awesome.
I will say
there's
one scene when Pa and Laura are leaving the barn, and they open the barn, and you see these beautiful snow flurries, and he goes, "Ooh, it's getting cold." And I was thinking, it really did really look like snow. Do you think that was the real snow machine?
That would have been shot on the stage, probably. On the stage.
Plastic
where you would have, and it would have been. So what it was, at least in season 6, what it was, and I don't know, because the snow technology has changed constantly through the years. It's been all kinds of different things. What we had in season 6 for the Christmas They Never Forgot was literally like shredded garbage bags they were stretched so they really floated on the air.
Yeah.
If it was that, it really had a nice texture. It looked great.
Yeah.
But obviously it floats beautifully, which is great.
If it lands on your clothes, it looks like a snowflake. The only part that's weird is you're obviously under hot lights.
It doesn't go away. Yeah, and it doesn't go away.
There's a picture. It's all over Facebook. It's somebody's home snapshot they took one day working there, but it's all over Facebook. And it's a shot of the little house on the soundstage, and there's a guy on a ladder with a cardboard box full of shredded plastic fake snowflakes, and the other guy with the giant, enormous fan, like a jet engine, and everyone's standing around in t-shirts and jeans and shirtless. And there's this huge drift of snow.
Yeah.
So,
no, these were the fans that got used. These huge fans.
So, question: every time, because I thought actually the barn scene was the barn always on a soundstage? Or is it just an open?
No, you can shoot it in both locations.
Okay,
you can shoot it in both locations.
But at night or raining or snowing,
in
soundstage.
On the stage. Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
The way you can tell is how level is the ground out. If you can see the ground, how level is the ground outside the barn? If it's flat, it's the stage.
Yeah.
And on the location, there was a pretty good contour coming out of the barn that you could see that it's dropping downward. To the left, as you look out to the left, it's dropping. Yeah.
There were definite shots of the little house with the snow falling. That was very, very obviously on the soundstage.
Yeah.
Now, again, as a kid, no idea. Didn't even, not at all. No, but as I was rewatching it, I was like, oh wow, that is an interior exterior shot for sure.
Right. Yes. I agree. I think that would depend. I did not look closely to see who shot this episode. If it was, it felt, interestingly, that particular shot that you're talking about, that establishing shot, felt very flat to me, which was unusual for the way that we normally. So there generally is some depth. And texture in those shots. And this was very flat.
Yes, especially because the sky, quote unquote, was just all flat gray.
Right.
Yeah.
And which is the cyclorama on the side of behind the house.
To me, it actually looked like a miniature model.
Doesn't it? It totally does. Yes.
It looked, and I was wondering, did they do that? It might have been, because it really looked like a miniature.
I never saw a miniature, but that shot with the guys and the fan, it looks like a freaking miniature there. It almost looks like, is that real? Those little, so it gave it that weird quality. Yeah. Now, it wasn't summer, because I would have died in that coat. Yeah. It was getting closer to. We didn't have massive. It wasn't like we had to shoot in June to do the December episode. So it may have been late October, early November.
Could have been. Yeah, could have been.
So it cooled off. Just there's no snow in Simi Valley because it's California.
Right.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah, I mean, the turnaround time on an episode from the completion of photography to air was generally about 6 weeks.
Oh, wow.
I mean, that sort of was the turn. And it could certainly go faster than that if it had to. But that was sort of the normal window of time that they were looking at. And as the season went on, that window started to close because you're catching up to your air dates. But that was, I think, that was the intent was about 6 weeks.
I remember shooting something in the school church that was supposed to be winter, and I don't know if it was supposed to be Christmas or just supposed to be winter, but we finished the scene and they all went, woo, wrap, because we were starting our Christmas break. So it was so many weeks before Christmas. It was December. We're actually shooting something in December that was supposed to be winter. So we were clearly cutting it close that week.
Oh, wow. Wow.
All right. I think we should get into the episode. So, Alison, we established right away up front in this that something is going to happen with Bunny, this horse. So, had you ever spent? Now, was that you actually walking the pony in a circle, or was that the stand-in?
God, no, it's the stand-in. I have never been able to ride a horse. I still can't really ride a horse. Our lovely Harlan, our publicist, he grew up on a horse, and so he did take me out at one point some years ago, teach me to ride a horse. So I'm no longer I don't scream if I pass a stable, but I can't ride a horse. So no, they had me sit on a horse. I sit on the horse at one point. Don't do a lot of moving.
Yes. Before you get off.
Before I get immediately off there. So you see me get oh, she's on. Oh, she's off. I think there's one point where the horse very slowly starts to walk if I'm talking, but there's a group of people controlling horses, an army of wranglers going, are you okay? Are you okay? Because I'm going, get me off here. Well, at the race, they were on the ground holding the horse's leg so it wouldn't move. It was just pathetic. It was pathetic. I can't ride her.
With the horse, all you have to do is raise one leg, and the horse isn't moving anywhere. I mean, you just raise one foreleg, and the horse is standing rock solid. Nothing's moving.
I later learned that, and that you also sit kind of forward, and you put your thighs here and your knees here, and you hold the reins correctly. I later learned that.
Not bad.
Terrified of the poor things. So I didn't have anything to do with that poor horse. But I see, I want Laura's horse and all that, and she wants she wants this stove, and it's very expensive. Now, what this is based on is an old story. Gift of the Magi. Is it O. Henry? Help me, literate person. Yes, O. Henry. Yeah.
Is it?
Are we Googling?
I can't help you there.
They've remade it 10,000 times in everything from a cartoon to various movies, TV shows.
O. Henry. It's an O. Henry story.
Yeah, O. Henry. And always ironic. So there's this lovely young couple, and they're very poor. And she has beautiful long hair, and he has a watch that was given to him by his grandfather. That's the only thing they have that's good. So he decides he's going to go buy beautiful golden combs to put in her hair, and he sells his watch to get her the combs. Doesn't tell her. This is why you need to talk about your Christmas presents with your loved ones. And she goes and cuts off her hair and sells it, has her hair cut off and sells it to make wigs, to buy a beautiful chain for him to put his beloved watch on. And there they are at Christmas with their stupid combs and their chain and nothing to put it on. And they're but they live happily ever after because they love each other. But this is based on that. So you've got all this stuff going on where Pa is making a saddle. Are you okay? Your ears are... Okay. Pa's making a saddle for Laura to put on the horse.
But we don't know that yet. But we don't know that yet.
It's only 2:30.
Uh-oh. Something happened.
Hang on. No, we didn't say 3. No. Say 3. Hang on. Sorry, Tony, you're going to cut that out. Catherine is reminding me that we're trying to go to our grandchild's Christmas concert.
Uh-oh.
You're triple booked, babe. You're triple booked, aren't you? Yeah.
It's fine. It's fine.
Are you sure?
So we were talking about the gift. Yeah, well, it's going to have to be.
That's
so
what it's going to turn into.
We may have to go faster, but
let's go faster. But it's Gift of the Magi. Everyone's going to screw up their gift giving. You got Ma and Mary are making the same shirt.
Oh yeah, they are making this here, but we don't know this yet.
It's a mess. The whole thing's a mess.
All we know is that Nellie wants Bunny. Laura's like, heck to the no. They then the Ingalls are all like, what are we going to get each other? They have barely anything to spend on anyone, and they're all being very secretive about what they can do. Correct?
Is this where she uses onion skins to dye yarn? Is that a thing? That's a thing.
Right. Yes, there is a thing in that. Yes.
And this is true.
Yes.
You'll get green. It will be green. You will get dark green if you boil the onion skins and put your yarn in.
Wow.
So, and I think something that's lovely in this episode, given that it aired on Christmas Day, is right up front with Carrie. Pa sets up the whole religiosity of Christmas.
Yes.
And
it's definitely the Charlie Brown moment.
No,
sure.
it's lovely. It's
It's
a lovely moment.
Yes, it is absolutely lovely.
Mary gets a job with the famous Mrs. Whipple.
Yes.
Is this the first time we also see Mrs. Whipple that we're introduced to
Absolutely,
her?
I think it is. I do not think because Mrs. Whipple is sort of in the books. Is she named Mrs. Whipple in the books? But there's a lady who's a seamstress in the books, and I don't think we've seen her until now.
No,
By
Mrs.
golly, Mary
Whipple
gets a job.
is also awesome, and I would want to
Yes.
be her employee if I was living in Walnut Grove, because she's got donuts and milk waiting every single time.
Right. Exactly.
Awesome.
So she has plenty
I
of
was
energy.
like,
Right,
she
exactly.
made homemade donuts. Oh my God. Because I don't think there was a Dunkin' D over in Walnut Grove getting the donuts ready in the morning. So, yeah, she's awesome.
And played by Queenie Smith. Do you know there's an actress named Queenie Smith?
She's so lovely. Miss Whipple is great.
No, she's great. She's
She
great.
later became a talent agent. She was in W.C. Fields movies. That's
Jeez, Louise, was she really?
yeah.
Wow.
Brilliant.
Most of the episode, I think we can sort of shortcut our way through this.
Yes.
Most of the episode is everybody's anxieties about what they're going to
That's
get,
right.
and the secrets that they tell to get. And this is one of the rare moments where they're in the series where there really are secrets,
Right.
where the audience doesn't really know what's going on. It plays out very effectively, but
Yes.
normally in the world of Little House, the audience knows everything. In this case, there is withholding going on, and it's very effective, as we will discuss in a few moments.
And it is the first time we see Mrs. Whipple, but we see her 4 more times. She shows up all the time on the show. Who knew?
Yeah.
Mrs. Whipple.
Yeah, so, everyone's working out their deals. So they go shopping at Olson's. And
Olson's
Mrs.
is
Olson,
happening.
I love that they talk about Mrs. Olson raises her prices at Christmas time because it's the holiday season, but not on the eggs that she's going to pay from Mrs. Ingalls.
No.
The prices stay low on the eggs, but her prices for the things she's selling,
Of course.
yes,
And
are
her
all
excuse is,
up.
well, it's the holidays. Yes,
She
of
gouges
course.
the
We
holidays,
surcharge
yeah.
everything.
Price gouging at Christmas.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well,
Ho,
that
ho,
was,
ho.
really, we live in a world today. This is really sort of an interesting contrast. Even when we were growing up, Christmas was very pricey. I mean, and you expected higher prices at the store at Christmas time. Now, from Black Friday on, it's sale time heading into Christmas. I mean, everybody is discounting heavily for the volume.
Right.
Everyone is looking for huge amounts of product to go out the door, and the sales are everywhere. I mean, I know that, look, there are stores where things are very expensive, but that sort of mass shopping experience today, unlike what it was when we were kids, is a very heavily discounted period. And maybe people don't feel that, but I feel like, you go to Amazon, everything is sale all the time.
That's right.
Yes, thank heavens.
And then the day after Christmas, it's even more of a sale.
How
More
much
sale,
did you say
yeah.
Christmas trees were in New York?
How many what?
Christmas trees in New York, and you said you saw a good price. How much was it?
Well, so in New York, what they do is these people from Canada come with the trees, the Christmas trees, and they set them up on the street. So every other block or every few blocks, there are tree vendors,
we got
and they're
tree
lined
lots.
up lined up all along the sidewalk. They're all month long, 24/7.
Yep.
But it has gotten very, 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 very pricey the past couple of years. Like really, really pricey. So I hate saying this, but we ended up getting our tree from Whole Foods because it was a very good price. But Jeff Bezos.
Yeah.
There it is.
We have the Boy Scouts have a thing where
What
they
am I
sell
gonna do?
trees. There's a couple of charities that do trees out here, and that's the better price you
Yeah,
can do.
yeah,
You can
yeah.
go downtown where it's the actual
Yes.
tree lot and buy them there. But my father's method was to wait until the last possible minute because he was discovered in New York was a baby. He had no tree, they had no money, and he was walking home Christmas Eve from work. And the
they were
guy
just
was
giving them
standing there
out?
by the old fire in the barrel thing, and he's like, "Hey man, you want a tree? Because I'm going to have to throw these all away." And I
Yeah.
went, really? And suddenly the tree was $2. My father went,
This
shall
is
be
the way to
Christmas.
go. Yes.
This is how to do it. So he would wait till the last minute every year, and then he would take me out, and my job was to go, oh, I want this one, Daddy. And then he said, we can't afford it. And we would stage this terrible Fagin Oliver Twist street theater and go to lots all over town and do this
my
terrible
God.
thing where I would be the poor little waif, and he was
Oh
the
my God, I can't believe you did that. I mean,
horrible.
it's just like,
And it worked.
it was early training. It was early training.
And it worked. And we'd go back to the lot that had come down the lowest, and we'd buy a tree. And these trees were $60, and we
Yep.
spent like $9, $10,
Yep.
$12, and we got a tree every year.
Poor Arngrim.
Terrible.
I can't. The legend. He's
Yeah.
the legend.
No,
He's just a legend.
I totally believe it. From meeting your dad, you could just see he was there was a
could do it.
there was a wheeler dealer in your dad. No question. I totally believe that happened. And sadly, I totally believe you went and worked.
Oh, of course
the
she
Christmas
did.
tree lot people.
Age 6 years old trained me to do this,
God.
and that is why I'm so good at these things today.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, that's iconic. Well, now the people know.
That is just horrifying and incredible. That's great.
And so here are the poor Ingalls. I mean, that's what I kept thinking.
Yeah.
Well, you can at least cut one down. I'm like, why doesn't you take Laura out and go handle a tree? But the poor Ingalls are struggling, dying things with onion skins, for God's sakes.
Yes.
So now, all right, so we get to the point where sort of the major sort of heartwarming turn in this story happens when Pa finds out he has the opportunity to make some wagon wheels.
Yes.
He can get that.
And it's at the same moment that Laura needs 2 minutes alone with Mr.
Nels,
Olson,
which is the
to
sweetest.
to make a deal. Yes,
The
the
sweetest.
whispering is very sweet. Yeah,
He's
yeah,
gonna have
and
to
that's
work
where the secret
overtime.
is.
He's going to be working all night making these wagon wheels. Meanwhile, Laura's going to give away her beloved pony, who's her friend, is alive.
Well, we don't know that
We
yet.
don't
But, you
know
just
this yet.
tipped it.
But that's what
She tipped it in the intro. Who's kidding who?
Laura's, damn it. It's terrible.
But the audience doesn't know that yet. All we know is that Nels and Laura have been having a whispered negotiation.
Yes.
We do not
Yes.
know what is said. We just know it is very, very sweet, and we fall in love with Nels even more than we already are in love with him,
he's
and
so great.
we feel so bad for him that he has you as a daughter, Nellie.
So I'm just wondering, where is Mrs. Olson to blow up this deal?
I don't know.
Because it's like you think like this is the kind of thing that she would blow up,
Yeah,
but it was so sweet. It's like they didn't want to wreck it.
No, they stayed in
you
the
know,
Christmas spirit for sure. She's busy, gouging her other
Well,
folks' patrons.
And think what she saved on presents for me, since I'm benefiting from this deal.
Right.
Well, now Mrs. Olson does get it. No, I guess no, it was Mr. Olson who is it? Mrs. Foster is there looking at something, and she suddenly
Yes.
decides that she's going to go to Mankato because there's a better
Shade.
selection.
The shade of it all. She's so shady. Why'd she give that shade? It was shady. Miss Foster with the
That's
attitude.
Mankato's far.
I know. They have better selection. Screw you, Foster. Yeah, that's awful.
Boy, this is all like Act 1 stuff
I know.
here. Let's see.
And we're acting like it's very
There's
dramatic.
so much
It's
in
not.
this episode.
Yeah.
There's so much going on.
There's so much going on and also not going on in this episode. But yes.
No, exactly. So by the time everyone's got it all figured out, Pa's figured out that he's going to make the wagon wheels,
Yes.
and Laura's made her deal, and
Right.
everyone knows what they're giving.
Ma even, we think, got fabric to make Pa's shirt, and we don't know that Mary has the same exact fabric that she's making at
That's
Mrs.
what
Whipple's.
it is, right?
Because Ma's at home and she's at Mrs. Whipple's. They're not
That's
talking
right.
to each
They're
other.
not talking.
They don't know what they're making.
Nope.
That's so great. That's so great. So by the end of Act 2, everyone is humming Jingle Bells, and everyone knows what's going to happen.
Right.
Everyone's happy, and so by the end of Act 2, it's happy, and now we have issues that develop. So before we get into the issues, let's take a break.
Do a break.
Yeah.
We'll do a break.
All right. We'll be back, everyone, with issues. Issues on the Prairie. We'll see you in a minute.
The Little House on the Prairie 50th Anniversary podcast is presented in part by visitsimivalley.com. In the movie and television capital of the world, Simi Valley is the television home of the OG Little House on the Prairie television series, and people come to Simi Valley from all over the world to feel the Little House love. Simi Valley is the home of the Ronald Reagan Presidential Library, celebrating the legacy of an iconic American who embodied the can-do spirit of California. Visit Simi Valley, a warm, friendly community that knows how to make their guests feel welcome. Accessible and affordable, Simi Valley is a great place to live and a great place to start your next California adventure. Simi Valley is hometown America in the Los Angeles Basin. For more information about your Simi Valley visit, go to visitsimivalley.com.
All right, we're back.
I love this episode.
Issues, shall we
Yeah,
talk issues?
so we start. It's all about, well, I don't know about but it's everyone's the secrets. It's
Yes.
like secrets everywhere. Pa's working on wheels. Onions. Laura's doing the onion skin thing. Ma's secretly, quickly working on her gift. Mary is sewing at Mrs. Whipple's. I mean, everybody is working. Now, it's interesting the way they shoot it. I guess I wasn't sure as I was watching it. Is it clear that it's the same shirt? Do we know that they're working with the same fabric?
Well, because
Okay.
I think they
Yeah,
both
they-
checked out the same fabric at the store.
Yes, they did. We
So-
did see that. Right.
So it's not necessarily on the nose, oh, this is definitely happening, but certainly by the end we realize, oh, that is what has happened. For
Yeah.
sure.
It's a mess.
Yeah, and then with all that, and what Laura's knitting, and then Carrie is the one who comes up with the cash. So when does she find it? She finds a penny.
Got a
Finds a
penny.
penny.
Right?
Which we know a giant Christmas star, even then, didn't cost a penny.
No,
It
I was
more.
like, what?
What was it, 5 cents or something? Real world.
Because aluminum foil was fancy back then. And that's what that
and it
star
was
was
big.
made
Yep.
out of.
So it was like
It sure
dime.
looks like it.
Yeah.
It's very obvious that it's tinfoil.
Yes.
It's very pretty, but that was not cheap, and yeah.
I wonder if on television now, Alison, I don't remember this because I didn't see this episode when it aired. I'm just wondering, with the resolution of television then, would it have been obvious that it was tinfoil then? Do you remember that?
You might have thought that it was tin, but you kind of went, nah, some kind of wrapping paper tin thing over.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember watching this as a little girl and being like, the tinfoil star.
Tinfoil.
I think the
It wouldn't
tinfoil
have
star
been
is
a
really
dollar,
fancy.
but it was like a dime or 5 cents. And Carrie didn't have 5 cents. But
Yeah,
what is
no.
it? Oh, good old.
So and then so she finds the money. She's rich. Pa's painting wheels. He's almost finished.
Those
One
wheels look
spoke
damn
is
good.
tight. He hits the spoke too hard and cracks the hub of the wheel.
So then he's up
Or so
all night working on
Yes.
these wheels. And he
So
comes
there's
home
the problem.
exhausted.
There's the setback. Right. Exactly.
He comes home
Ma's been
exhausted, but
cooking over
once
a fire.
again, we want to serve coffee in the middle of the night to a man who needs to go to bed. Why? What is this choice?
Yeah.
And he just
That
fell
was
asleep
always the
before
drink of
coffee.
choice.
It was always the nighttime drink. Was a coffee.
You know, in the book, she drinks tea. It's still caffeinated, but he
Still
drinks tea in
caffeinated.
the book. Pa's a tea drinker in the book.
Huh.
So
Interesting.
I'm not sure what the value, just from a story standpoint, I'm not sure why we needed to break the wheel other than to have Pa tired. But if that, I don't know what that really plays out. But okay, so you have
I
that
think it
little
was
setback.
probably just a little wah, wah, wah moment.
Yeah, just a little
comedic.
something. And so then Carrie finds the penny. The next day they're in Olson's. Pa comes. He's worked all day. He's got the wheels. He's painted. Everything's perfect. He makes his deal, or he tries to make his deal with Mr. Olson to get this stove that he so wants for Ma.
Yes.
And it's not available.
Because
and
it's been sold.
old, but we don't say who. Nels
It's
doesn't
not
say
available.
who. But
Why is it not available? Why is it?
And at this point,
Who's
the
been
audience
whispering?
doesn't. The audience doesn't
No, we don't know.
necessarily know that
No.
it's Laura that has bought this
No.
stove.
Not yet.
No,
yet.
nothing is really tipped that. I don't think there's any tip on who's bought the stove.
I like Nels being like, but the clock. Buy a clock. And he's like, I don't need a clock. He's like, get the clock.
We
don't need the clock.
There
Actually,
are
they
lamps,
do need
there
a
are
clock.
knick-knacks, there's a clock, and Pa's not
Imported
interested.
from
He
Switzerland.
wants the stove.
Yes.
He
And
wants
right
the
choice.
stove.
I want Ma to
into
have
the
the
fireplace to make dinner. It's
Right. So then Pa goes. Pa is happy. He's out hunting. He gets the Christmas turkey.
Well, and
we get to see this big.
He decides to order the stove, even though it's going to take 8 to 12 weeks.
8 to 10 weeks, but he wants the stove.
It's going to take a freaking year because it's the 1800s.
That's right. It'll take 3 months for that stove to show up. Right. Okay.
So
sorry.
we don't really explain, or he doesn't explain how he's going to overcome not having the present.
Right.
For Christmas morning, unless he's going to give her a gift certificate or something.
He rips out the page from the catalog. So
That's right. The catalog.
Here's a picture, honey.
Meanwhile, Nels is now screwed out of his catalog. If anyone wants to order a stove, he doesn't have that page in the catalog.
Yeah.
And doesn't he have to pay Charles for the wheels now? I'm confused.
It was a little, yes, the trade-off is a little, anyway.
Confusing. It's very
confusing.
He's ordered, he's taken, he's brought the wheels, he's earned the money, he's applying that money money to the wagon wheel, to that stove.
Except Nels knows that Laura already got the stove, so he's not actually going to order the stove. Otherwise, they'd have two stoves.
He knows.
I mean,
he knows everything.
Nels
knows everything.
Yes, that he's going to get a giant credit to come January. Mr. Olt's going to go, surprise!
Right, exactly.
We owe you hundreds.
Oh, perfect. That's what it is. Yeah, of course he's going to have a big
all
credit.
All of your January supplies are now paid for.
So, all right. So everyone's now speeding towards the holiday. So Pa goes and hunts. Ma's preparing Christmas pies.
Question. So we see this snow-trekked field of snow.
That's Sonora. That's
Sonora.
That's our moment.
That was Sonora because we see Pa in snowshoes walking through the giant sequoias.
So it was actual snow in Sonora.
Yeah. That was actual. I think that was actual snow.
Sure. We have to have it's like an insert shot. Look, real snow.
So that's so interesting that they'd have to go all the way to Sonora to just get that one
Well,
shot.
I think you could go. Look, you could maybe. Well, I don't know if you'd buy that shot.
It's
That's
a cool
an interesting
shot.
piece of timing. It's a great piece. Yeah,
it's a great shot.
I wonder. But that does feel like something just to look at that. It's so open, it's so static that it was the real thing.
For sure.
And, so it presumes, I wonder how late they had to wait, because this is not normally a time in that part of we get snow up there, but not a lot of snow. It's interesting how that would be a great question.
Maybe they
for
went
a
somewhere
production
else.
manager.
Yeah,
maybe
they went to Colorado or
maybe
just went to
Montana.
Go way up.
But you could have done that shot with a very minimum crew. You could have done that with a second unit crew, and that could have been the stand-in. That could have been whose name now escapes me now. Hal Burton walking with the snowshoes on.
Right. It's
and
a great shot.
There's lots of ways around that.
Season, got a bunch of footage of things they needed and said, "Hey, could you go up the mountain, give me a nice snow shot?"
Give me a nice dead turkey.
They might have shot that shot in the pilot.
It's leftover stock
the year before. It might now. It's not that just they had the shot.
Of course.
Someone thinks that's this great shot.
You know, Michael would have done that. You know, he would have done. Hey, we got any footage of Pa walking through the snow? Maybe we didn't use it.
Would Charlotte Yorkie know this?
She might.
I don't know that she was there then.
No, but she might know.
She might know.
Bother her and find out.
Know.
I know.
Totally go bother her.
A little email is going to go out to Charlotte. Okay.
So
he's got a turkey.
Okay. Yes, he's got a turkey, and everyone's cooking or everyone's preparing.
And they make the little paper chains and the popcorn things.
It's their house looks very sweet. It is very sweetly done.
Homemade decoration.
Cut to nighttime. Pa's playing the fiddle.
Sure again. Is like a banshee, like a wild banshee.
And the family's dancing. Carrie's bouncing in the bed.
Why? Why?
Nels arrives with the big box. Charles is so delighted he can't believe. He's like, "Where did this come from?" But
he's
isn't
like,
this
Nels,
great?
thank you. Yes.
How did it get here so soon?
And then Charles and Caroline are in bed later, and Caroline can't imagine what this could be. She's so excited. And of course, it's the peeking, poking. You can't look. So you got to wait till morning kind of thing. Yeah.
Now, why didn't anyone tell Michael Landon? Now, the air fiddle wasn't as obvious this time. It wasn't inches away, right? But his fingering on the why you guys why
I didn't happen to know how to play the fiddle myself, so
but he's doing it like this, like when that's not at all what the music is doing. Nor I
just wonder if they're actually doing. Yeah, well, my long-term feeling is that Michael could prioritize a lot of things, but that wasn't. But that and he did brilliantly, but that was not a priority for him. If it had been a priority for him, he would have done it beautifully.
We didn't know what track it was going to be. I think sometimes he knew which music it was going to be. Maybe they could play the track. This one was like, what are we playing? I don't know.
So are they dancing?
They might have had a click track on the stage. I mean, just something for the rhythm of it, and you don't know what's being played.
Holy
moly. Maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
On the other hand, they could have very easily gone on the stage with the fiddler and just said, we're going to just do something nondescript and play something in this tempo, and away they go. And then they would just do playback on the stage, and you'd hear it, and then so they could be dancing to something, but that doesn't explain Michael's fingering, sort of all of that.
He was going wild in this one. Wild, I say. He was fast fiddling in this one.
Was it also weird in joke, like he wanted to see if we'd all notice?
Well, part of me is also thinking maybe he did it because if you're not musical, if you don't play an instrument, would you know any different? And the answer is probably maybe not. But
maybe not.
I certainly know. I think most people know.
Of course. No, if you've ever been around someone who plays, you know he's not playing.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like you just know he's not playing. But you forgive him because the exuberance is wonderful and because it's Michael.
Because he's Pa.
You just accept it.
Yeah. Correct. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. We love him anyway. Okay.
So I think we need to jump ahead to Chris. I think we need to jump ahead.
Because Christmas comes and it's brilliant.
We need to jump ahead to Christmas morning. Allison, you've got this, and Pamela, you've got this. I really want to hear your take on how this all goes down.
Allison.
So it hits the fan because now it's Christmas. So yes, she can open her stove.
Yes.
But now stove getting paid for it. And they're all going, I got paid for it, the wagon wheels. And then the truth happens because Nellie shows up. And first they're going, isn't that nice that Mr. Olson has dropped by the house to say hi on Christmas? Oh, nice of him. Oh, you brought your daughter. That's odd. And he didn't bring Willie. And where's Mrs. Olson? That seems strange. Uh-oh. And this is like, very rarely was I ever in the Ingalls
their house. Yeah.
Maybe there was one where the Olsons were going to do
They had rules.
Exactly.
Well, it's like a vampire had to be invited in across the threshold. It's very dangerous. Yeah. And so somehow I'm actually in their freaking house in that adorable coat and bonnet. I'm so cute. I ran off a bunch of pictures of that.
You are cute. You really are.
So adorable. And I'm so cute, but there's one where I have this evil look. I'm sitting there and there's my Pa and there's Michael and I'm like, and that's when it's pay a piper. It's repo time. And I take her pony on Christmas and the snow is falling and I take her pony and she's beside herself. She's destroyed because she's made this devil's bargain and there goes her horse. And even the rest of the family are like, you did what? And I take her damn horse. And then poor Ma and Mary, they go,
just the way you say it, this is where you really are the bitch.
Horse.
Now.
Yes.
So awful. I take her horse on Christmas.
Look at that smile.
And it's so bad.
Face
and then
of evil.
Mary goes, oh, Pa, a shirt. And Ma sees it's the same. Now Ma does the thing of, I'll just put this birthday gift away. Something. Yep. And she hides it. She's like, well, another occasion. It's a good shirt. But he'll forget. I'll give him another one. He'll get a hole in it. I can replace it. But now she has nothing for him. So that's like messed up. Technically now he has nothing for her because he didn't buy the stove. The kid did. It's a disaster.
Well, actually. But the worst part of it is that before Nellie and Nels show up to claim the horse, where they realize Laura has given away the horse, Pa's gift to her is a newly refurbished saddle for the pony that she has been wanting
in front of everyone.
Yes. And she's absolutely devastated that Pa worked so hard to get her this saddle, and she gave away the damn pony.
And then
Horrible.
Laura, you wanted a saddle. You said you, and she's like, yeah. And then it's like, knock, knock at the door.
It's horrible. It's awful. And the lovely thing is that she's crying, and Ma is devastated that she's given away this beloved animal for her. I actually cried at that part as a mom. It really hit me. I was like, oh my gosh. So
is this beautiful construction or what?
Oh,
This is a beautiful construction of moments that tumble into each other and make what should be beautiful moments, beautiful, devastating moments.
Yes.
And it's so Little House.
That's right.
This is quintessentially Little House.
And that's her O. Henry moment with the gold combs and the watch. There it is. What do you mean you gave me my saddle?
That's right. So that moment was especially poignant, but then also the pièce de résistance is, Laura's crying and they're saying, we know how much you love the horse, we're so sorry. And she said, I'm not crying because of the horse, I'm crying because Pa worked so hard on getting the saddle for me, which is devastating. Devastating.
And she's happy that she got Ma's stove. She says, I don't care. I wanted you to have the stove. She's happy.
It's
and
such
then
a
they're all like,
moment.
what? And then we're back to what is Christmas about? Because they've really screwed up the whole gift giving thing. They got two of the same shirt. She sacrificed the horse. It's kind of a mess. Mom and Pa technically don't have anything for each other. It's cross wires.
But it's so about loving intention.
That's it.
It's so about loving intention. It's like you don't need... It's the
presence.
It's the heart that informs this that is really the beautiful thing.
Yes.
And then Baby Carrie discounted
steals the show.
And does, like you said, it's the Charlie Brown special Linus moment. What is Christmas about Charlie Brown? And she gets that up on that tree and goes, happy birthday, baby Jesus. And it doesn't baby Jesus. And I first time I saw this, my whole family, we all shrieked. Here's a happy birthday, baby Jesus. And we roared and laughed because we're like, that was awesome. That was hilarious. What the heck did you say, that child?
Okay, so after this moment, Carrie, I wrote this down in my notes because it made me howl with laughter. So Carrie's like, what about me? And everyone's like, ha ha ha. And Pa says, Carrie, we almost forgot about you. And I thought, that's the understatement of the century.
Carrie.
That is the understatement.
I think, it's interesting how that works. I think that Michael had a real sweet spot in his heart for the Greenbush girls.
Sure.
I mean, I just think that they were absolutely adorable. Adorable. Okay, maybe some linguistically challenged at moments, which Alison, you have had a field day with for years. But so cute. Adorable so cute. Little girls.
I also want someone to answer
Michael
me
loved
this.
the interaction with them.
Yes. This is the other thing that I need to know about Baby Carrie is that why does she have a bob in the front but long in the back? Why?
Mullet.
Well, this is a girl
but
hair
it was like
question.
an extreme mullet. This is not a girl hair question. This is a what the question. What was going on in 1974 that was happening to this little girl? I don't understand.
Baby Carrie's the one who reminds them that it's Jesus' birthday. All their shirts and all their stoves and all their wagon wheels.
Yes.
Baby Carrie's like, what do you guys
Yes.
That's it.
With her simple penny, she brings home the whole message.
She got her discount
it's beautiful.
star. Yes, it is. It is beautiful. But all joking aside, this is such a lovely, lovely, lovely episode. It's so sweet and it's so from the heart, and that's what it's all about. Right?
It is. It is, yes. This interestingly, we're talking about this weekend at our event. Bo Puckett, our technical director, spent hours recreating the Carrie stars. He did. I think he did at least one of them. He did a beautiful job of it.
You know,
with the
Danny
tin
did it
foil
that
and the
way.
whole thing. I mean,
Yeah.
it was great.
Rachel's husband Danny has done it. He has built it. I've seen him do it. I'm
Yes,
like,
he's done a bunch of them.
they're gorgeous. He
Oh my
does.
gosh,
Yeah,
Danny is so sweet too. Everyone is so sweet.
Danny's very talented. Yeah.
Well, that's our episode. You guys, it's Christmas. It's Christmas time, everybody.
Christmas
I haven't had a
Christmas
moment to
time.
actually
Christmas
sit
time
down
is here.
and go.
And I have a new stove. And nobody had to trade a horse for it.
Is it a majestic? That's right.
What kind of stove is it?
Well, I want to say it's majestic. No,
Yeah, of course you want to say that.
an LG, it is induction. It's
Okay, it's
oven,
right. Gotcha. Yeah.
The oven's an electric oven, but it's got convection. It has settings
Nice.
for air fryer. You can make it do things.
Mom could have used
is
that.
it gas
The top is
and
injection.
is it gas and
All
electric?
electric. All electric.
It's all electric. Okay.
On the top is the magical induction magnetic thing. And so not all of your pots and pans will work. Now, a lot of mine, because I have old solid, I have cast iron, I have stainless steel, which all work.
Right.
Some of the little, flimsy little saute pans are like, yeah, not so much. So I gotta go pick up a couple of pans. But like all the cast iron works, my enamel thing works, my Auntie Marion's, all her cookware, yeah, because it all works, because it's from like the
Okay.
1940s.
So do these things stick to the top of it? I mean, how does this work?
It's magic. You put your pot on there. It's magnets. It's magnets. It's magical.
Well, so I say so magnets, but the pot doesn't stick to it.
No. You put the pot. There's circles. It looks like an electric range, like a
Yeah.
flat thing.
Okay.
You put your pot on it. You get your You turn the thing on, and it makes noises. You almost think like, oh, it's making noises. It's going to be fire. There isn't. And like then you kind of hear a little humming. And what's happening is little magnets are going and is moving. It's like the microwave. It's moving the molecules of the pan. And the stove doesn't get hot. The pan gets hot, and that water, what's in there, gets hot. And I boiled a pot of water, and it was like, just like, man, do not turn that thing up to 10
so
unless you mean it.
satisfying.
It
That
gets
is
so hot
so-
so quickly. But like a gas flame, it's instantly responsive. Like, I'd like to turn that down to 3 now. Oh, look. And then it goes poof, and it turns down to
You
3.
see, Ma needed this stove. And could you imagine? I mean, I asked Karen during one of these panels, what modern
Yeah.
like convenience would Ma have liked, and what modern convenience would have been suspicious of? And she said washer and dryer, which was my number one.
Hell
yeah,
yeah.
of course.
I mean,
Of
certainly
course,
a
yeah.
stove, but like washer, dryer, yes. And then she said Ma would have been skeptical of microwaves, and I agree.
Yes.
Hard agree.
Yeah. But this thing, the magnets go, and then you take the pot off, and then the stove is actually technically cool. It's a little warm from the pan, but the pan is blazing hot, and whatever's in it is blazing hot. And
the
within a
oven's
couple
not.
seconds, the top of the stove
The
is
range.
not. Now the oven will
That's
heat
amazing.
up like all get out, but it also retains
okay.
it, and it's got self cleaning. It has settings. I'd like to do air fryer. It's got a little mesh basket. You can do air
That's
fryer.
awesome.
It does everything, and it works. I boiled some water and went, yep, that's what. Yeah.
Yeah, air fryer changed my
occurred,
life.
Wow. It occurred to me as I was watching the very early part of this that Ma was concerned about how difficult the oven was in the hearth. So she got that one line sort of is a little Easter egg that sets up where this may be going. And of course, maybe that's what Laura heard, and she said, we've got to do the stove. So it's that one little line about how difficult it is to cook something in this oven in the
And
fireplace.
those stoves were not easy either, but certainly better than
God,
over an
no.
open
Wood.
fire.
You
Yeah,
had to know what you were doing. They knew, people who did it all the time could I need this exact temperature
Yep.
baking bread. Oh, that's 2 pieces of this kind of
Yep.
wood and 1 piece
Right.
of this kind of wood.
Yes.
They literally would do it. Is that green wood or is that hardwood? And they knew, but like the calculations you had to do. Now, warning to anyone who's getting an induction stove. They are electric, but they may require a specific dedicated line and the right kind of voltage. You cannot just run to the store, pop in your... You are going to have to call an electrician.
So it has its own dedicated circuit, and what is it, 220?
Yeah. You got to call. Yeah, I think 220, and the electrician has to come, and he has to wire your kitchen
Yeah.
so you can have
Otherwise
it.
you'll blow out the
Thank
gas
goodness the
company
Ingalls didn't need that.
The gas company has to come, and they have to turn off the gas.
They were
It's a
like,
procedure.
electricity? What's electricity?
Right?
Yeah, who needs this?
Getting
We
an
don't need
induction
electricity.
stove is amazing, but it is a procedure. They are not cheap, although I got one on sale. I got a great deal. It was fine.
Of course you
But
did.
they tend to be pricey. There are some sales now, and there is a whole procedure in installing in your house. It is not like a regular stove. You just plug in. It's going to be a pain. But it's worth it. It's a very good, if you really cook, it's a great thing. It's a great thing.
I know, it's just wild. It's wild
Alison,
to think of the Moss stove and where we've come from there.
Yes, exactly. Well, Merry Christmas to you, Alison, with your beautiful new stove. It's going to be a cooking feast constantly at your house. Good for you. I hope you're going to do some episodes of Who's Doing the Cooking with this new stove. Yeah. Pamela, stay warm. I hope you have a beautiful, if that's possible.
I won't.
have a beautiful Christmas. I just want to say, for thinking about gratitude, I'm so grateful to the two of you. We've had a really amazing year.
We have.
I'm so grateful to our patrons, the two of you, and Tony Sweet, who is our producer at UBN Go. We really have a lot of fun. I just feel so fortunate that we've had this opportunity to work together.
Same. We're coming up on 2 years, guys, in January.
It's
so 2
crazy.
years.
And now, Pamela, don't spend too much on a tree. You have cute children. Can't you take them to the lot and make them
we
pretend
did
to
it
cry?
already. We did our Whole Foods tree. It's up. It's beautiful.
They're
it's
adorable.
Gorgeous.
They could go.
We have. But my kids are lucky because they get both Hanukkah, and so it's just like the whole month is gift giving. It's ridiculous.
Excellent. And latkes? Are the latkes involved?
I haven't done the latkes yet because they're such a pain in the butt. But
I have Christmas in my house, but I make the latkes because yum.
They're delicious.
Let's send us off now, Pamela.
Okay, here we go. Yeah. You guys, we wish you all the happiest of holidays, whatever you celebrate. Yes. And check us out, Little House 50 Podcast, or our website, littlehouse50podcast.com, and check out our show notes. Hey, we're done with events for the year. Can you believe it? Can you believe? But listen,
Merry Christmas to us.
Join us on this for real. We're gonna sleep now. It's time to sleep.
Yes.
No, but think of between New York straight into the Chris. I mean, it's been a time. We've had a holiday season, y'all. A holiday season for real.
We have.
But join us on Patreon because we're gonna talk more, and you don't want to miss it. We're fun. Anyway, it's that time. Bob, get the wig. Let's fly, y'all. Let's fly.